bed head. See my t-shirt? Oh, for fuck's sake. It's a good way to start the day. Comedy t-shirts. If you watch out at all my other videos, you might notice some more. We're indoors. This is the kitchen. It's getting there. We are getting there. This video is going to be the start. Obviously the other paraplegic progress video was letting you know what was happening. Today we had the physio bloke out, but he flies. Had the physio guy yesterday. He said I can use the standing frame every day, so I'm going to show you some exercises on that. When he comes out Thursday, he's going to get me on the exercise bike. He wants to see how I get on it, but he doesn't want me to use it until he's seen me get on it and use it, and then he's going to say yes or no. So this is going to be the start of the series over the next months, years, who knows. But it's just going to be a bit of progress. One of the biggest problems of being in a wheelchair is extra weight. Stop laughing, Tina. I can see your hair moving.
No, you can't.
Because Tina dishes up such big bloody portions. I'm blaming it all on her. No, we're both to blame, because I like cooking and I like eating. Two combinations which are not very good. So we've downgraded to smaller plates. So I hope, but we've not quite got the portions under control. They're getting there, they're coming down, but not being able to exercise or exercise as much as you would do if you was walking about, it is a bit of a job getting the weight off. When I was in the centre, I got down, wasn't it? 102.
Yeah, but you lost a lot of weight in the hospital.
I'd lost a lot of weight in hospital. When I was in intensive care, they was feeding me like this milk stuff direct into my... Was it going in there?
It's going into your veins.
Into my...
It was pre-digested food.
Pre-digested food. It was ever so nice. It looked like a bloody bag of emulsion hanging up next to the bed. Obviously you didn't taste it. But yeah, so I'd lost quite a bit of weight in hospital. I mean, I was a bit of a fat jabber beforehand, but not too bad, was I? Because we were working. I was overweight. I got down to 102 kilograms. 100 kilograms is about 16 stone. I don't know about all you Americans, because it's all in pounds, isn't it? I'll have to do a little conversion and put it across the bottom. But yeah, I'd got down to 102 kilograms and I was getting a bit worried because I'd lost so much weight. But that was a good thing. But then obviously, when I came out of the rehab centre, I was at 118 kilos, so I'd put a lot of that weight back on. Now we're obviously a little bit more than that, and I've got to lose some weight, because that's obviously going to help with progression, with all the exercises and what have you.
And just general life.
General life. It's not good being overweight. Being overweight, it puts a bit of a strain on all your organs and bits and pieces, and it's not good. I've been thin and I've been fat, and I'd rather be thin, I think. So, without further ado, we're going to go through to the standing frame. I'm going to do some pull-up exercises to start with, and then I'll get strapped on and we'll do some other exercises, and we'll just see how it goes. And this is going to be like the first video in the series, so we can look back in about 6 months time and say, ooh, that's a bit of progress. So we'll see you through there. This is the standing frame. The physiotherapy guy said he'd never seen one like it. And I mentioned that in the last video, and he won't have done because Dad made it. We've got 2 bolts going up through the ceiling, up through the roof joists, and bolted up. That's not going anywhere. It's screwed into the floor with about 30 screws. Steel, rock climbing gear, and a linesman belt for climbing up telephone poles. So first thing, he got me doing yesterday was just pulling up and then coming back down again. And that's when he said, oh, your arms aren't very strong. Right, I'll breathe in so I don't look such a fat git. Whew. Always come back down slowly. What's that look for? I'll only do this 2 or 3 times and then we'll get the belt on. Whew. I've got to be careful I don't go dizzy. Because I've not been on here for a long time, have I?
Not consistently, no.
No. And pause. Don't overdo it. Got to take it nice and slow. I think now, when I come up, I'm going to get Tina to put the belt on. And then I'll get her to drop the camera down so you can see what I'm doing on my legs. What's French for legs?
Jambes.
Eh?
Jambes. Les jambes.
I thought it was. Les jambes. Don't think we've got any French viewers. We might have.
Les genoux.
Huh?
Les genoux.
Yeah, I know that. Les genoux. He said, what's that? I said, knee. He went, knee, knee,
Knee.
knee. I said, no, not the Knights of knee. Knee, knee. He went, knee, knee.
Bless
They
him.
said, what about 2 of them? I went, knees. Right, can you do the honours? We're going to get strapped on now. Are you ready?
Uh-huh. Right.
Up a little bit more, please. That's it. You pull the wheelchair back.
Yep.
Right, so I'm strapped on. I can't go anywhere. This is the belt that they use when they're climbing up telephone poles. So what I do now is and relax. How many seconds was that? I can't remember how many seconds he said. And the other leg.
That was about 4.
And relax.
You can see the muscles tighten.
Yeah, well he was feeling the muscles when I was doing it yesterday.
Not so much in your left leg,
No.
but I can see that calf muscle in the
And-
right leg.
And relax. And now for something special.
You said
You are sure I'm going to do it now. 1 leg, 2 legs. Look at that. I can stand up. I'm not so sure how long I can last. I am taking a bit of weight with my hands on the bar, but that's a bit of progress even from before, isn't it? I don't think I could do that before.
I don't remember you being able to do both legs.
So I'll go back to doing 1 leg at a time and then I'll see you through in the other room. So that was that little session in there, standing up. If you can see, I did it with both legs. Once I get my knees locked, I don't know if I'll be able to support my full weight because I was taking a lot of weight with my hands. It's very tiring. And being upright as well, it sort of sends you a bit lightheaded. I mean, I used to, at the old house, we had that frame in the kitchen, and I used half hour, 40 minutes.
Oh yeah, easy.
Easy. If you don't use it, you lose it. So because I've not been going on it, because the nurse advised not to until the physio bloke had seen us, and it had been, as we'd moved to the house, we didn't have anywhere to put it up, but luckily Dad, I said to him, I was having a bit of trouble with my guts, a bit of constipation. I don't normally suffer with my stomach or anything like that. It all seems to work quite normally. But I mentioned to Tina, I said, I think it might be a good idea if I could get stood up. So when Dad was over here, I said, any chance of getting the old standing frame up? And we're just getting back into it gradually, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and just being stood upright, I suppose all the blood just drains out of your head. Well, I don't suppose it drains out of your head, does it?
You're not used to being that way.
It's the altitude. 6'4", stood up, well, nearly 6'4". It's a lot higher than sat in his wheelchair. The air's a lot thinner up there. I keep telling Tina, she doesn't understand because she's a hobbit.
Your heart's having to work hard.
Yes, your heart has to work harder to pump the blood round because you're not sat down. You go a bit lightheaded. The first time I went on the standing frame in the centre, I passed out. I woke up and I was back in the wheelchair. And it's like, oh, how did that happen? I think I might have shit myself as well.
Yeah, alright, you don't have to go that far.
That's too much detail for this family channel.
I remember many occasions having to come in.
Oh, all right, yeah. So next, we're gonna skip forward to a few days' time. We're gonna get the exercise bike. It's undercover over there. Tina got it in, and it was in the bedroom, and I did get on it. But then it got sort of put back into one of the corners of the rooms, and where all the building materials was coming in, and it just got buried, and there wasn't really anywhere to use it. We've got it in the kitchen now. Physio guy's going to come Thursday, see me on that. So we're going to jump now to probably Friday and get on the exercise bike and see what progress we can make on that. See you Friday. This is how we get on the exercise bike.
Really? Because the seat's higher.
Hang on, I've got to get on it first. Alright, are you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Oh, not quite.
Not quite.
Are you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Oh, a bit more to go.
Tiny bit more, yeah. Not a lot.
Are you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. That was the easy bit.
You ready?
I've got my ass on. Oh, that feels different.
Do you need a hand?
No, we're in. Age, I'm 42 now, aren't I?
You are, yeah.
Height, 195. Weight, 140.
No, it don't get that heavy.
130.
Yeah.
134. Let's do 130 kilos. Manual. Number 3 to start with. Here goes. Oh, press. Oh, I can feel that in my legs. Now the seat's higher up, my legs are.
Yeah.
But he wanted it to go a bit higher, didn't he?
Well, he said that if you're cycling properly, you should be legs should be extended quite a bit more.
This is the exercise bike, folks. We're on it, we're pedalling. My pulse is working. We're at 74 beats per minute at the moment. So I'm going to do this for about 10 minutes and I'll get back to you. I managed 5 minutes today, but that's coming straight off the standing frame.
And you did a lot yesterday.
Right, let's get, can you bring a chair please? Now something moved yesterday, didn't it? Can you hold the chair or something? Or was it the bike that moved?
I think it was the bike. Alright. You don't need this, do you?
No. Oh, cream crackered. Yesterday the physio bloke came out, it's Friday today, as you all know, I told you it was, yeah, blah blah blah. Physio bloke came out yesterday, he got me on the bike first. He said we needed to lift the seat up, so he actually lifted the seat up when I got off it. He said try getting on that tomorrow. I've managed to get on it. It's a bit more tricky getting on it when the seat's up, but if the seat's not high enough, you're not stretching your legs out enough. I did that for about 10 minutes yesterday on quite a low resistance, then he turned it up. So you start off slow, you build up the resistance, and then you wind it back down. So we drop the resistance, and then it's like cooling off type thing. Then we went through to the standing frame, and I found that quite hard work after the push bike. So now we can do the standing frame exercises on our own every day. We can do the exercise bike on our own every day. This morning I've just been on the standing frame, and I think my legs are quite tired out from yesterday, from the session that we had, because he took me through onto the bed, did some resistance stuff, exercises, massaging and all that kind of thing. So this morning I found it quite hard work on the standing frame. Still did it, managed to lock my legs, and then come straight through onto the bike, and I could really feel it in my legs. So I think what we're going to do is we'll do the standing frame exercises in the morning, we'll do the exercise bike in the afternoon. He said do that 6 days a week and have 1 day off. So that's where we're at the moment. This is sort of like the first video of doing the exercises. I would say it's not day one because, you know, but it's the first video that I'm going to put into the playlist showing the first sort of lot of exercises that we can do on our own. As we progress with the other exercises, you might get Tina to help me do those, but for now, all those exercises that we do on the bed, it's just to do with the physio at the moment. So we've got the standing frame and the exercise bike. That should keep us occupied for quite a while. I'm going to go for a lie down now. No, I'm not. We're not far off lunchtime. So yeah, hope you like this video. Please click the thumbs up if you do. It pushes our videos up, as you all know. You know, subscribe if you haven't already. And from me and Tina, sat over there. Ignore the mess of the kitchen, we're still renovating. It's bye for now. Oh, I forgot. Onwards and upwards.